Welcome everyone. In today's video we will be painting this beautiful northern light painting in simple 5 steps. Now let's get started. Now let's see the art material for this painting, and in the first step we are going to use these colors. So in the first step we are going to paint the sky. So here I have taken my flat brush. Here I take the color purple and I am going to apply the color gently on the top of the canvas. So we are going to use many colors for our beautiful sky. So here I have taken the color purple again, and I am going to mix the color purple with white to get the light shade of purple, and I am going to blend the colors together. Here I am using wet on wet technique to blend the colors. So this technique is very efficient to blend your colors. Now we can take some other colors. So here I take the color carmine and magenta, and I am going to mix the color with white. So we get this beautiful shade of pink. So now I am going to mix the color with our purple to get this pinkish purple shade. So we are going to use this color here. So this color is really very brilliant color and a very beautiful color. So here I am going to blend the colors again. You can see I am moving my brush towards the up, so we can blend the color smoothly. Now we can add more white to this color. So we are adding more white and make the color very light. And in the horizon we are going to use some light colors. So here I mixed more white and I am going to blend the colors together. And now we can take the color orange. So in this painting, as we are painting the night sky, we don't need this dark orange or the bright orange. So here I mixed more white to get this light shade of orange. Now let's paint the stars in the sky. So here I am going to use my old toothbrush. So you can see I just take the color white and I am adding some water to our paint to make our paint a little dilute, and I am going to just splash the color here. So you can use your flat brush or fan brush to paint the stars in this way, but I think using your old toothbrush is very fun and it will also give you a beautiful effect. Now let's move to the step 2. In step 2 we are going to paint the northern light. So here I am using the flat brush. Here we have the color neon green and light green, and we are going to mix the color, and in the end we get this beautiful light shade of green. So here I am painting the outline of northern light. So here I am using my flat brush. You can use round brush to paint the outline. So once we finish painting the outline, now let's paint the northern lights. So here take some color and just move your brush towards up, and this way you get this beautiful effect like northern lights. And we are going to work more on this to create more northern lights effort in our painting. So first just take your color and move your color towards the up, and this is a very simple technique to paint northern lights. You can paint northern lights more than million waves, but I think this one is very simple for beginners. I made this painting tutorial especially for beginners. We all know painting northern light is not an easy one. To make the process really easy, I used this technique. If you are following my page for a long time, you might know I paint from the suggestion of my followers. So this time I get the chance to paint the northern lights. I really like to paint northern lights. So when I was a beginner, I was really scared to paint northern lights as it was really tough for me. After watching many tutorials and videos, it became very easy for me, and today I used one of the easy technique to paint northern lights for beginners. So if you find this technique is really easy and helpful, then please let me know in the comment section. You can see I have mixed the color white to our green, and we are applying the color on the top of the first layer. So in this way we are getting our northern lights very bright, and you can use this simple technique to paint northern lights. Now we are going to paint the second one. So here I am going to repeat the same process. While painting the northern lights in this technique, you have to remind only one thing in your mind, that is, don't make your brush too much wet. If your brush is too much wet, then you can't get this result. Now we are painting the third one, so again I am going to repeat the same process. So first we need to apply the color light green, and once the color is completely dry we are going to add the color white to it, and now we are applying the second layer on the top of the first layer. In step 3 we are painting the pine trees covered in snow. So first paint the pine tree. So here I am painting the trunk. You can see these pine trees are really very small in our painting. So here I am using my detailing brush to paint the pine trees. We can use our detailing brush, or you can use your tip of your round brush. So if you have any sharp round brush, then you can use the tip of that round brush to paint your pine trees. So once we finish painting the pine trees, we can add the snow on the top of it. So it is really easy in this painting to paint the pine trees. If you are new to my channel, let me introduce myself. I am Rexana. I am an acrylic painting artist. I love to paint with acrylics. Here I am sharing my painting knowledge with beginners. So if you find my tutorial is really easy and helpful for you, then please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also you can follow me in my Instagram and Facebook to know all the regular updates about my paintings. Step 4 we are painting the ground. So here I use the color cerulean blue mixed with white and little black. So near to the horizon I am going to mix the color cerulean blue mixed with white, and I am going to blend the color together, and we are adding more white near to the horizon. So here you can see I mix the color white with cerulean blue, and I am going to apply the color here, and we are adding some details in this area. So we need to apply more colors here, and I am using my flat brush to blend the colors. So here we are using the wet on wet technique to blend the colors. Now we can paint the snow. So here I mix the color cerulean blue with white, and we are adding the snow. So here I just use some dots for our brushstroke, and I am adding the snow like this. So you can see these pine trees are very small, so we are adding some little dots here for the snow. So now let's add more pine trees in our painting. So here we are going to add a pine tree in the foreground. So this time we need to paint them little bigger. So here I am using the same detailing brush, and I am going to paint some small strokes on the top part of the tree. So when we are reaching the middle part, we are going to add the trees more details. So you can see I am just to draw some curve lines, and under the curve lines I am going to add some brush strokes. So this is the easiest way to paint pine trees sometimes. If you like this painting tutorial, then please share this video with your friends and art lovers. And if you find this tutorial really easy, then please let me know in the comment section. Now let's paint the snow. So here I'm using the same detailing brush, and I'm going to add some little dots on the top of the tree. Here I am painting the shadow of the tree. So here I use the color cerulean blue mixed with more black and white, and here I am painting the grass. And we need to paint the grass in various directions, then it will look very realistic. And we need to paint some grasses are really long and some are short. In the final step, I am going to paint the girl with the dog. So first we are going to paint the outline. So here I am using my detailing brush. In step 5, we are painting the girl with the dog. So first we can finish the outline. So here I am using my detailing brush to paint the outline. So if you are not very comfortable using your detailing brush to paint the outline, then you can just use your pencil to draw the outline. So once you finish draw the outline, then you can use your detailing brush. And if you want this image to paint, you can check my description. I have given the link of this image in my description. Once we finish painting the outline, now let's paint the dog. So here I am going to use the same method, but painting the dog is really easy as it is very small and we don't need to apply more details in this painting. All we are going to do is just do the outline and we are going to fill the color inside the outline. And now let's add some more details in our painting. So here I am adding some snow on the grass. Here I use the color cerulean blue mixed with little white. And now let's see the final result of our painting. I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting with a step-by-step tutorial. Until then, have fun with color.